Alright. Happy Halloween. Yeah, right. Okay, so we got a tube. Dollar store. About 50 cents a piece. So it's about $1.14 for two of these things. Okay, now at the dollar store, they had this silly thing. There's two of them per package, and it's literally a little kid's test a tube kit. Now these things are actually quite large. So they're actually quite large. Quick size reference, so quarter. So it's actually a rather sizable tube. Now I had nothing else in my local area and had the ants basically just kind of fall into my lap. So when you're out and about and you find a queen ant, but if you have just ants absolutely pop up, although people try to use professional test tubes that are only, maybe the thickness of pinky or something like that, these things, I mean, they work as long as you have a large enough cotton wad. So instead of a cotton ball, if you get the deluxe extra large cotton wads, they fill the gap. Now this, however, this size is smaller than this size, is smaller than that size, and these are just pill bottles. Now you have a pill bottle lying around, it's the right size, a cotton wad will plug it and actually form. Then you can put that, halfway, 3/4 of the way. You can fill it with water, you can plug it, and then you can put cotton in the top. Now these things are actually really nice because I'm finding that I can cut the lid open, take an ultra fine mesh screen, and cap it right back up. So I'm really hoping that this is a good alternative. You just put the cap on, ultra fine mesh screen, hey, why not? It might be good, it might not be good, but I don't know, I'm running with it anyway because I don't want to waste that much cotton. Even though I got, oddly enough, I got 4 queens currently at the moment. And they just happen to pop up this year. So I'm going to get this thing back up a cabinet. But it illustrates that between this and this and this and this, you can honestly use something and put the ants in. Why not? But it's just this silly little brand. It comes as a 2-pack. It's $1 plus tax. So for like $1.08, $1.18, you can't go wrong. You get 2 tubes, and I mean, at this point I've got like 6 tubes, so I've got 4 different ants I haven't added, and yeah, so go figure. But never have had ants before. Never realized how easy it is to get them started. At least these species. But I do have to say though, the mold, yeah, I gotta switch over pretty quick. Of course, the dollar store is now out of them. Big ol' ant. Big ant, so should be carpenter, should be, and that thing is huge, so that one is a nice size carpenter. But we got a kit. So, dollar store had 4 tubes of bubbles for $1.14. So, we'll just go ahead and kind of open these crazy things up. Of course, do it one-handed. Now, this is a like black tube, so that I don't think is gonna work. You know, no. Black ant, black tube, no. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand this off to my assistant, who can later on have fun with some bubbles. But right now, no bubbles around. Ants could kill the ants. So we got a nice orange tube. Hey, look, it's the same orange. So what's going to happen is, hopefully these 3 things are going to empty and actually pour off. Okay, so we'll keep that one with bubbles in it because it doesn't really matter. But this set of 3, you know what, oddly enough, yeah, you can kind of see through it. But the purple tube is bad enough. I mean, that one's going to be pretty interesting if something goes in it. So we'll just open this crazy tube. And I'm going to hand off the wand, which is weird. Okay. Now, big bubbles. Seriously. I just got bubbled. Okay. Let's pour all this stuff off. Okay, there's tube number 1. It'll get a good, really good rinse. And what I'll do is empty these 2 out the exact same way. So, let's cut it for a moment and hopefully have them clean. Okay, so, tube's good and clean. No soap. So, it should just be some water. And a little bit more. Okay. Alright. Now, cotton wad. Highly scientific, extremely detailed. Yeah. Anyway, shove it down in there. Pack it in nice. Perfect. Alright. Just gotta make sure it moistens. Maybe. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got a tube, although it's got an air bubble, but you know what, I can live with that.
It's got what?
Oh. Air bubble. But that's okay. It should be fine. Alright, so that, I still like how the orange is the same color, but hey, go figure. Alright, so all it is just a matter of another cotton wad. Of course. Alright. I think I can cut this cotton wad in half. Alright, that was weird. Alright, let's see if this cotton wad would actually work. Huh. Should work. Now you gotta take a very large, man, this thing is huge, not too happy, winged female carpenter ant who is hopefully a viable pregnant individual, maybe. Yeah. Seriously? Okay. And is not a happy ant. That was really weird.
It's not a happy-go-lucky person.
Okay, there we go. Without continuing to mess up as terribly as that happened to be. Voila. Ant in a green tube. Okay, so day 1 today is
31st.
fantastic. Thank you for the date. So yes, it is August 31st, 2017. Tube in a green, ant in a green tube. Alright. So, what we'll do is line up the next ant. Okay, if I can get the ant that is behind you on the sink.
Yes. Very
What I'm going to do is take this orange tube, fill it. About that full. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a cotton
I don't know if that's
wad. Right, it does not have wings. Now,
but how do you know if it's...
that's actually a really good question. Now, the ant in the other tube. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. The ant in the tube that you're actually holding has a very large body to head size, and then the middle section of its body has what appears to be wing scars to it. So where the wings used to be, there is kind of a flat, vertical, like she has sides to her. Instead of like a round side, it's a flat side. So if you look at this wing carpenter and over here, she has kind of a, where the wings attach to. Well, when they lose their wings, they still have that as what's called a wing scar or whatever. Now this is going to have to do. I think this looks just fine. So I'm going to take this one, which is literally way smaller. It's got to be like it's got to be a pavement ant. And this is actually smaller than the other ones that are up in the cabinet. And if it lives, just like this other carpenter ant, if these things live, hey, why not? So, hopefully day 1 for this thing, if she'll just... There we go. Muzzle tov, it's an ant. Okay. And hopefully that's good and thoroughly corked. So, you got 2 ants in what is probably the cheapest setup you're gonna come up with, but man, that in a pinch is gonna have to work. So, bubble containers. We're gonna give it a whirl. Yeah, why not? But man, that compared to that is just hilarious.